Hello everyone, welcome back to Tangas Club in a new video, and today we are going to talk about the Unbreakable Platoon. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tangas Club in a new video, and today we are going to talk about the offer right now in the store. Really hot. It's a little bit expensive maybe for some players, but I mean it's worth it for sure, and there is a reason why this offer is so expensive, why those tanks together are expensive. 15.5k gold is a lot of gold, but we saw that in the auction there is some tier 8 tanks just was sold in few minutes, and like the Scorpion for example, more than 10k in about few minutes he was gone. So 15.5k for those both OP tanks is really worth it. So we're going to have in this bundle, of course, the two tanks and this legendary rare camouflage. Especially it's not easy to get the Sharky and the Vigilant camouflage, and we will have an order to get 5 mystery boxes. So you have to deal 150k HP in the next 10 days. Should be easy, especially we have right now uprising mode, and those tanks are going to be fully equipped. Yeah, and 15 pieces for each tank of more combat, free and crew XP boosters. So now let's go to the garage. I got those tank. Here we go. Let's start with the object 252U. Look at this, guys. This tank can be yours, and it's going to look like this in your garage. Looks really dope. Nice design, nice camouflage. I love it a lot in this black. The Vigilant camouflage looks really great, and yeah, this tank is just a beast, and he deserves this camouflage like a Batman vehicle. We have with this tank, I call it the bounce machine. Why? Just one of the maybe the best armor in tier 8 tanks, 280mm overall armor. We are also not that slow for this tank, 29 km per hour average speed. We can reach up to 35 km per hour maximum speed. And look at the turret, 250mm of steel on the turret and 130mm, and the sides which make this tank just so OP. And this tank just don't punish you a lot, especially if you are a beginner player. This tank is beginner friendly because the sides are also well armored. We're going to see this in the battlefield, how some shots, even you are shot from the side, are going to bounce. 150mm on the turret and 100mm even from the rear, guys. This tank is also not easy to penetrate because that yeah, tank profile, those angles just make it very hard to penetrate this tank. Only the down hull there, as you can see it there, is really very easy to pin. That triangle there, you have to hide it. You have to find a way to hide it, or to angle your tank a little bit so that the enemy tanks can't aim on that weak spot of the tank, or just play hull down. But even you don't go hull down and you angle a little bit, or you wiggle your tank a little bit left right, some shots are going for sure to bounce. Even the enemy tanks are aiming on that. But also tanks which don't have a great gun dispersion, not great accuracy, is also very hard to aim on that weak spot there. Maybe they're trying to aim there and the shot just go to the turret on the hull, and with that bounce again. So we have good speed for a heavy tank. Yeah, great armor, 1800 hit points. The gun, we can make a lot of damage with this gun, but the problem is the gun dispersion and accuracy of this gun is just awful. That's why I used the refined gun, and I used the enhanced gun laying drive to try to have a better accuracy with this tank. So we have to focus on one tank, freeze, don't move, wait till the circle become smaller, then fire. You have to do it. But we can rely on the armor, you can rely on your front armor. So we can do it with this tank just to show yourself, to expose yourself before the enemy tanks. Wait a little bit and risk that you take some shots, but also maybe they're going to bounce, so you make sure that you're going to hit the enemy tanks. We're going to see it in the battlefield. To aim on enemy tanks with this tank is pretty hard, but as I said, for that we have just unpenetrable armor and an alpha gun with 420 damage. The penetration, if you are a beginner player, try to play with the calibrated shells, is better, but I go for more DPM, so I have about 2k DPM. Yeah, of course I have great armor, but I want to maximize my armor. That's why I go for 4% more armor. That means I have 250 millimeter on my turret, and with 4% more armor, that means I'm going to reach about let's say 8% for 200 plus 2%. That means 10% more armor for 250 millimeter. That means with that I'm going to have 260 millimeter. It's a big difference, 250 or 260 millimeter. It makes it harder for a lot of enemy tanks to be able to penetrate your armor. That's why I go always, while playing with tanks which have already great armor, to maximize my armor, so they just yeah, have huge problems, or they just can't pen my tank from hull or turret, and you have to aim on my down lower side or the down plate of my tank. But if I play hull down, I'm just then unpenetrable from the front especially. So yeah guys, that's it about this tank. What I want to say, really OP. Both tanks are OP. We're going to see later and talk about the T54E2. But now let's jump to the battlefield with the Object 252, the bounce machine. Let's go. So firstly, I got for you just some situations to show you how great the armor of the tank is. So here against the Defender MK1, he just couldn't pen me. And here versus the K91, a tier 9 tank, heavy tank, and wiggling left right. No chance to penetrate me. Look at this, how much shots are bouncing. I mean, this tank is just if you do the right angle, or if you just wiggle left right a little bit, just impossible to aim for a lot of tanks. We're going to see now. Even I will show my side. A lot of tanks are not going to be able to penetrate me from the side. We're going to see right now a lot of shots are going to come from the side, while I will try to go to the T54E2 shark. Here we go. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3 shots from the side, they just bounce. And now let's see how this tank is performing on the battlefield. We are right now in Oz's spawn, and yeah, here we go. Already 2 medium tanks spotted, or light and a medium, another medium tank. So this is what I love. I can rush on medium side with this tank because I know that they just can pen me, whatever, a tier 7, a tier 8 or a tier 9 medium tank. They just have huge problems to penetrate me. I can rely on my armor. And the plan is with this tank is, because I know that I can take some shots, I can rely on my armor, I'm going to distract the enemy tanks, to just make some troubles, the troublemaker with this tank, to distract them, to keep them busy, so that all wanna focus on you, wanna aim on you, but they just can't pen you. And with that, okay, some shots go through, of course. That doesn't mean that this tank is completely unpenetrable. It's gonna be boring. But the plan is to distract the enemy tanks, keep them nervous, keep them busy, and again, shot bounce, so that, the heavies, the mediums of your team, and the tank destroyer can have time and can make their shots in peace, while the most of the enemy tanks are focusing on me or trying to pen me. Here we go again, sneak another shot on the pen, go back, shot bounced again. So you see, it's normal that a lot of shots while playing with this tank are going to bounce. I mean, in average, I have in every battle, if I play with the Object 252, I have an average every time 1k to 1.5k damage blocked. Can I sneak that shot? No, I can't. And here we can see really the gun dispersion, the accuracy of this gun is really awful. So, but the BK, we know also the BK that he has a great armor. So it's better just, if you are a VK in front of you and you are playing with a bounce machine, just try to spam him with head shell, so we at least make some damage with the first shot. And here we go, short bounce again, already 2.2k damage blocked, just crazy. And now 2 enemy tanks left. I captured the base, we have points, so, and I have 5 of my teammates still alive. I can rush, I can push, I can risk. I wanna make more damage. I'm playing rating battles, so rating battles means more damage, more points. I'm gonna risk right now. I have some 8 points, why not? Risk another shot, make me damage. Oh, I got destroyed, but I mean, that was really great performance in this battle. As you can see, 2.2k damage blocked, 1.6k damage dealt. With that, the third best player on my team. And look at those rewards: third class mastery badge, and how much credits? 66k credits for only 1.6k damage. So this tank is also again a great credit maker. Without credit boosters, only some premium time, 66k credits is really insane. And now we're going to talk about the T54E2. With the T54E2, I mean, this tank is also a beast. Some players tell me you have to play with this tank hull down. Of course, it's better to play hull down with this tank. You should try with it to play hull down with this tank, but we don't forget that we also have a great hull. 155 millimeter steel for the hull is really a lot, and the turret is just unpenetrable, 240 milliliter. And with that bounced rounded foam tank profile is really just impossible to penetrate. Okay, so if you push on this tank, especially if you are playing with a medium tank, you just can't pen this tank from the front. It's just nearly impossible. But only that cupola there is a weak spot. It's easy to pen, but you have to aim a lot to finish to aim on that cupola and to make damage from that place. So yeah, in my opinion, the Object 252U is more beginner friendly, or is beginner friendly. Why? Because this tank is not going to punish you a lot if you made mistakes. Why? Also great hull and great turret, nearly unpenetrable. You have also tried to play hull down with this tank, but we have the sights. Look at this, 150 millimeter armor on the turret from the side and 100 millimeter on the hull from the side with a little bit angling. Yeah, also a lot of shots are going to bounce, so this tank is not to directly punish you if you make mistake and show maybe your side, because the side is also very hard to penetrate. I know how hard it is to, you have to aim that little point there, because the upper side and the downside of the hull also from the side is red. You have really to aim a lot to be able to pen this tank from this side, so it's really very hard, and I call this tank the bounce machine. But now let's keep focusing on the T54E2. So we saw the front armor is great, but the side is not that great. That's why in my opinion this tank is better for more skilled player, because he's not going to punish you very fast if you made mistakes, or it's going to punish you very fast if you made mistakes, because just the side is really very easy to pen. But we have here a great TPM. Look at this, 2.2k damage, only 8 seconds reload time. We don't need calibrated shells, because just using APC air shells you're going to be able to yeah, pen most of the tank. Yeah, it's your choice, but I prefer to go for the enhanced armor to maximize my chance that enemy shots are going to bounce if they are trying to pen my front hull or armor. Of course, improved modules, engine accelerator, high-end consumables, and yeah, we have actually a good gun with this tank, but I try to get a better accuracy with refined gun and enhanced gun line drive. We don't need to use the supercharger. The shell velocity of this tank is already great. So yeah, actually at least for this tank is also kind of heavium tank, really fast for a heavy tank, 30 km/h. We can reach up to how much maximum speed? 40 km/h. This is really great. Also good rotation. The gun is also great. Good TPM, good penetration. Nothing bad to say about this tank. Only, as I said, the side is easy to pen, not like the Object 252U. So now let's jump to the battlefield. Yeah, with the T54E2 Sharky, I mean, if my team is splitting and going medium side and heavy side, I definitely go always to the medium side, because I know that if I go medium side, there is enemy tanks, the mediums, they just can't pen me, or they will have huge problems to penetrate my armor. That's why if team is splitting, I go always to support the mediums, to try to finish the mediums very fast and take care of the heavies, and that works most of the time good. But if my team, of course, go group together, I always go with a group. And yeah, we are going to see now how effective this tank is. Powerful gun, fast reload time, good TPM for a heavy tank, and boy, a lot of shots are going to bounce also with this tank. But we think this tank is trickier to play, is not that beginner friendly, because the object 252U, the bounce machine, just have the better armor, the better overall armor. I mean, with the T54E2 we have better armored turrets but not better armored hull, and with the bounce machine we have just overall in general better armor. We have better hull, and the turret is also very good armored. But even with that, we can really, if we play hull down, a lot of shots are going to bounce while playing with this tank. Look at this, guys. The first shot bounce, and we can also do a lot of damage. I just get close to the T-34 so he can't spin me. I show only my turret to him so that he just can't spin me. The turret of this tank is just unpenetrable from the front especially. And here we go, we have already more than 2 minutes of this game, 2k damage and 660 damage blocked. And now I'm trying to protect the projector 46, but the T54E2 shark of the enemy tank find a way to destroy him. Now I'm ramming the T69, he also can't pay me. That's why I always, as I said, try to go medium side, because I know there I can make my damage easy. I just can push, I can rush on the enemy tanks, I can risk a lot with this tank if I go medium side, because mediums and light tanks just have incredible problems to penetrate the tank of this armor. And of course, as I said, if my team go group, I go group and I push heavy side. It always depends on the situation in the battle. And as you can see, easy 2.5k damage, a great tank for rating battles, 1.6 damage blocked, and this tank is also a great credit maker. I have some premium time, of course, as you know, but I don't have credit boosters, and with that 64 credits farmed from this battle. So yeah, as I said, those both tanks are really must to have. They are beasts. The Object 252U, more beginner friendly. The T54E2, also great but better for skilled players. But if you are beginner and you just buy those tanks, you are not doing nothing wrong, because I mean, with the T54E2, the only thing we have to care about is we have to try to play more hull down than with the Object 252U. And if you know you are not that skilled player just in the beginning, keep playing with the Object 252U till you get more skills and then you can go to the T54E2. So in the end, still your decision if you want to buy those tanks or not. In my opinion, you must have them, you must buy them. You are going to raise your win rate with those tanks also, and also they will help you to climb to Platinum or maybe Diamond League. It depends on your skills. Right now I'm not playing a lot rating, I just played rating right now to make those videos. Right now I'm playing more appraising to grind some credits. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope I could help you with this video, so now you have a better idea about those things if you think to buy them. And yeah, stay tuned, stay safe, see you sure in the next video. Bye bye.